New to having cameras in my face. What do I do to keep getting the love from my state?
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 54 yards. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Dante Fowler. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mayfield now. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Mayfield on play action. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Bryant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
For Nick Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Here's Mayfield. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
First down, Mayfield. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, what's the ball?
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw right side taken in by the tight end, Bryant. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A give. This is Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Chubb. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Chubb again, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Robertson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Robertson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Mahomes. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Oliver. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Handoff comes to Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Play fake. Mayfield. Will find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a second down and 6. On the ground, it's Chubb. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
49, guys. Mike.
Now Mayfield. Into a double double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, Robertson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Mahomes going to throw. Steps away to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now it's 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. Complete to Bryant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, Mayfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and saying, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Second and 11.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, his throw
incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Browns on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Robertson. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Mahomes again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Mayfield's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They go play action. Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew,